Hello everyone, I welcome you all in this video. This is the third video of chapter 3rd of History, Effects of British Rule. Earlier two videos which released by Rakhi ma'am, we have misunderstood the establishment of East India Company, British and Marathas, subsidiary alliance system, Chhatrapati Pratap Singh, effects of the British rule in India including dual government, parliamentary laws, civil services, even the military and the police force, judicial system, equality before laws, economic policies of the British, land revenue policy, consequences of new land revenue system. Such points we have seen. Once again we are going to discuss here the consequences of the new land revenue system and many other remaining part of this chapter. There were undesirable effects of the new land revenue system on the rural life. Yes, undesirable effects, which was the land revenue system earlier that had changed, and because of that was direct impact on the rural life. Example means for payment of the taxes, Indian farmers started selling the crops at whatever the price it received. That price was not good what they were expected. That was a low prices, or the low price was given for their produce. The merchants and the brokers started purchasing their goods at the minimum rate, not a maximum, minimum rate. Because of that there was a loss of the peasants, even the farmers, and it was become impossible as well as sometimes difficult to pay tax. Students, consequences of the new land revenue system in that at certain times, like at the maximum times, the farmers had to miss mortgage. Here mortgage means something generally kept to take means a loan. His land to the money lender. Here the spell of the mortgage means a T is added for the arrangement of the money to pay the tax. Money to the tax, already it is given. His land to the money lender for the arrangement of money to pay a tax. Farmer become bankrupt. Yes, means like they require the loan to pay a tax, and for that purpose certain things were kept to the zamindars as well as those who was providing money. In case of the repayment of the loan, the farmers had to sell his land. The farmers was exploited by the government, zamindar, moneylenders and merchants. Students, during that period commercialization of agriculture started. Initially food grains were cultivated by the farmers. Food grains, it used to fulfill their domestic needs as well as the needs of the villages. Villages were the self-sufficient. Food grains were given to alutedars and the balutedars also. Barter system was followed, but the British government started giving more encouragement to cash crops like cotton, indigo, tobacco, tea, etc. And because of this process of giving stress on the cultivation of profit giving cash crops instead of the food grains is known as the commercialization of agriculture. Means change in the agriculture, food grains to cash crops, known as commercialization of agriculture. Students, famine. From the 1860 to 1900, India faced great famine, but the British rulers did not take much efforts to overcome it. Similarly, not much expenditure was made on provision of water supply. And as you know that one, if there is no water, then crops can't grow, and no crops, no production. No production means no food for the people, and many times people lost their life because of lack of food grains as well as the food for survival. No water, no food, So number of people lost their lives during that period, and many were migrated. During the same period, development in the transport and the communication system also taken place. For the increase in a trade and the convenience of administration, the British developed modern facilities like transport and communication in India. What included in that one? See, in 1853, first railway ran on the route of Mumbai to Thane. Mumbai to Thane. In the same year, means 1853, British started telegraph system in India. Telegraph system, and due to it, all cities and the military stations got connected to one another. It became easy to send messages easily, and similarly the British also started the postal system. See, one railway, then telegraph system, and the postal system newly introduced during that period by the Britishers. Students, here one figure is given, or the image. Through this image it is shown that Mumbai Thane railway, which had started in 1853, and because of that, transport and the communication system, due to all these developments, means postal system, telegraph system, or the railway system, there was a long term impact on the social life of the Indians, and due to this there was increasing sense of unity among them. Yes, like the people started coming closer, as well as sharing their thoughts, experiences, and many other things. Though, so the unity among the people had started. But decline of the traditional industries in India, it was a negative impact because of the British policies. The British government obtained huge taxes on goods exported from India to England. Like the exporting through taxes were collected, and on the other hand, very less tax was imposed on goods imported from England to India. It was unjust. Yes, exporting heavy taxes were imposed, and importing less taxes were imposed. Also, the goods manufactured in England were machine made, and hence there was maximum production at the minimum cost, and the British products cost was less at that time compared to the Indian products, and such cheap products was difficult for the Indian artisans, and lastly it led to the closing down of the traditional industries, and many artisans became unemployed. They became a jobless. In that matter, who had given contributions in the matter of development of the new industries in India, that is due to the lack of the British support, experience of the management and capital, the Indian businessmen could not come forward in a large number. These were the reason. So many businessmen remained back, and out of that some came forward. Some of them built up their business by overcoming these problems, including Jamshedji Tata. Here is the image is given of the Jamshedji Tata. See, in 1853, Kanwarji Nanbhai Dawar started the first textile mill in Mumbai. In 1855, the first jute mill was started at Rishr in Bengal. Yes, location and the mills which had started here. See, first textile mill in Mumbai 1853, and jute mill was started at Rishr in Bengal 1855. In 1907, Jamshedji Tata established the Tata Iron and Steel Company at Jamshedpur. In India, coal, metals, sugar, cement, and the chemical industries came to be started. Coal based industries, or the metals based industries, sugar industries, cement factories, chemical industries came to be started during this period. But what was the impact on the social and the cultural sector? See, in the 19th century Europe, a new era took shape on the basis of the values like humanitarianism, means humanism based, introduction of democracy in the maximum nations, then it gives the spirit to the nationalism, liberalism, such type of the ideas were introduced and spread all over the world. This change in West led to obvious the repercussions on India as well as the spread, and there was an impact on the Indian society. Yes, this word is given, which was spread as well as means included part of our India through the British policies. For carrying out administration, the British had to understand the Indian society. Yes, administration through from the village level to the central level, the people directly or indirectly connected, and the administration became easy for them as well as Britishers administration people knew very well. For this purpose, they started studying the radiation, history, literature, as well as music, flora, fauna of India. Yes, collecting the information, the same information they used for the planning as well as introducing new policies in the specific areas. In 1784, Sir William Jones, an English officer, established the Asiatic Society of Bengal at Kolkata. Yes, this Asiatic Society of the Bengal, this organization work a lot in that region. One more intellectual, Max Muller, a German thinker, was a dual scholar of Indian religion, language and history. He worked a lot, mostly the Vedic literature as well as the Sanskrit literature, and due to these examples there aroused the feeling among newly educated Indians to study Indian religion, history and tradition, and the many other people also shown that how much Indian culture is rich, as well as in the Vedic period whatever had told that had opened by these great personalities to the newly educated Indians. Students, the British introduced many laws in India in 1829, and out of that Lord William Bentinck passed the Sati Prohibition Act, and it was good work done by his side. In 1856, Lord Dalhousie passed the Widow Remarriage Act, and these acts were responsible for the social reforms. Yes, many changes occurred because of their great contribution, which were inhuman activities in the Indian society were stopped by their contribution. After that, for carrying out administration in India, the British required English educated Indians. Yes, English educated Indians, and according to the recommendations of Lord Macaulay in 1835, English education started being imparted in India. Maximum major cities as well as village level English education had reached according to Lord Macaulay's policy. And through new education, Indians were introduced to Western thoughts, modern reforms, science and technology. Even today, out of that some policies we are following and studying also. In 1857, universities were established at the Kolkata, Mumbai and Madras. Madras, old name of today Chennai. And the Western educated middle class Indians led the social reform movement in India. Yes, in this way many social changes were occurred during this period. Some positive changes occurred and some negative the changes, including that farmers became a bankrupt, many local industries were closed down, condition of the farmer, artisans, even there was a negative impact on the village community, as well as villagers were become deserted, migration had taken place in the search of the jobs, even natural famine condition also made the people move from place to a place. One British policies, even the natural famine condition made people like sufferers, and so people face many challenges. In this video during we have learnt about consequences of the new land revenue system, commercialization of agriculture including food crops as well as cash crops, famine condition from 1860 to 1900, development in the transport and the communication system including railway railway system or the telegraph system and many other policies brought by the Britishers. After that, declining of the traditional industries in India, development of the new industries in India, in contribution of the Jamshedji Tata and Kawaji Nanbai Dawar. Social and the cultural effects also we have like a little bit discuss in this chapter. Hope that like this point you have understood in the today's video. Like I suggest you read this topic. It's very important for the unit test. First read. If any doubt is there, you can ask to. Take care yourself, your family members. So be studious, be curious, take these efforts, do hard work. Jai Hind.